Next, RMS value. Amount of AC power that produces the same heating effect as an equivalent DC power. So, the RMS value, in other words, is the effective value. The effective value is an equivalent DC value which tells you how many volts or amps of DC that a time varying sinusoidal waveform is equal to in terms of its ability to produce the same power. For example, the domestic main supply in the India is 230 volt AC. This value is assumed to indicate an effective value of 230 volt RMS. This means then the sinusoidal RMS voltage from the wall sockets of an Indian home is capable of producing the same average positive power as this is 230 volt of steady DC voltage as shown below. This is also 230. So, as you can see in the both the waveform, this is AC and this is DC. By the definition, amount of AC power that produces the same heating effect as an equivalent DC power is called RMS value. So, if this is the peak value, then RMS value is always lesser than the peak value. So, practically, we can understand by an example that if we are having a DC circuit, for example, this is a DC circuit in which a resistance of 10 ohm and DC voltage of 10 volt is there, and if we want to calculate the power, then power will be or if we are calculating the power absorbed in 10 ohm, then current will be 1 ampere here and power absorbed will be I square R, which is 10 watt. But if he have an AC circuit, this is a AC voltage from 10 ohm. If we want to calculate, this is voltage V, and if you want to calculate the power, then because the nature of AC is always changing because it is an alternating voltage, then for what value we have to calculate the power, because if the voltage V is alternating, then the flowing current in the circuit is also in alternating nature, then this is not constant value like DC. If in DC circuit, if the value of current is 1 ampere, then it is throughout 1 ampere, but in case of AC, it is not the same throughout the cycle, it is always changing. So we cannot find any unknown quantity like power absorbed, voltage drop, etc. So there is a term called RMS value, which is calculated as shown this in this slide. We have taken the half cycle of the, for example, half cycle of an alternating quantity, and calculating the RMS value. So at 18-degree distance we have taken the several instantaneous values like V1, V2, V3, V4, V5, V6, V7 up to V12. Then RMS value is the root mean square value. Then squaring these values, that means 6.2 square plus 11.8 square and up to so on, divided by 10, taking the average. If we are taking 10 values, then taking the average and taking the root mean square overall, meaning taking the values, squaring, dividing by 10 or averaging, then calculating the root of that value. This is how we calculate the root mean square value. So root mean square value of voltage in this circuit is 14.14 volt, which is considered to be constant value for every instant. So in that manner we can calculate the unknown quantities in AC circuit. So in AC circuit generally we have the RMS values, which is called VRMS or IRMS. Average value, like an average is calculated in maths. If we want to calculate the average value of current, then this is the current waveform. So I1 plus I2 plus I3 plus dash 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 IN divided by N is called the I average. In the same manner we can calculate the average value of voltage also. So the arithmetic average of all the instantaneous value considered of an alternating quantity over one cycle is called the average value. Form factor and peak factors are the ratios. Form factor, the ratio of RMS value to average value of an alternating quantity is called form factor. So the RMS value is also called or also expressed as maximum value divided by root 2 for current, and for voltage it is Vm by root 2. So the calculation of form factor, IRMS divided by I average or ERMS divided by E average. The average value here, since the average value of a pure sine wave is always will be always 0, because for value there is a value V1 there will always be a minus counterpart. Then in a pure sine wave the average value will be 0. So average is calculated for either half wave rectified sine wave or full wave rectified sine wave. So for full wave rectifier the average value is 2Im by pi. It can be calculated by a derivation. So the form factor is Im by root 2, which is RMS, and 2Im by pi, which is average value of the full wave rectifier. So it is come out to be 1.11. Similarly for peak factor, it is the ratio of maximum value to RMS value of an alternating quantity maximum value is defined as Im or Vm or Em for current or voltage, and RMS is Im by root 2. Therefore, the value of peak factor is 1.4142. Next with the reactance. So, unlike DC circuit in which there is only one opposition to the current, which was resistance, here a term reactance, which is opposition offered by inductance and capacitance in the circuit, is called reactance. There are two kinds of reactance: inductive reactance and capacitive reactance. Inductive reactance is denoted by XL, whereas reactance is always denoted by X. So XL is equals to omega L. Omega is equal to 2 pi f. We know that f equal to 50 hertz. Capacitive reactance is denoted by XC, which is equal to 1 by omega C, equal to 1 by 2 pi fc. The next is impedance. It is the complex summation of resistance and reactance. So Z equal to R plus JX, where R is resistance and X is reactance. The unit of Z is ohms. X equals to XL minus XC. Therefore, by the calculation of complex number, we know that the magnitude of any complex number is taken as over root a square plus b square, which means here over root r square plus x square, and angle is taken as tan inverse b by a, which is tan inverse x by r. This is called impedance triangle. Impedance triangle is the right angle triangle in which the perpendicular is denoted by reactance, base is denoted by resistance, and hypotenuse is denoted by impedance. So by Pythagoras theorem, we can write that Z equal to over root r square plus x square. This is very important in direct calculation. If you want to calculate cos phi in this circuit, then we know that cos phi is equals to base upon hypotenuse. Base is r and hypotenuse is z. This cos phi is also called power factor. Admittance is the reciprocal of impedance, denoted by Y. Power factor, already discussed in impedance triangle. It is the cosine angle between V and I, also the ratio of R by Z, and also the ratio of active power and apparent power, which will be discussed later. What is active power and what is apparent power? The quality factor is the reciprocal of power factor, and it should be as large as possible. Thank you.